Well, as we mentioned in our video about Polish air mobile units, the country's Aero 4x4 vehicle probably deserved a video of its own, and so here it is. Serving units like Poland's 6th Airborne Brigade, let's examine this modified Toyota Land Cruiser designed to be dropped out of an aircraft flying 8,000 meters above the Earth's surface. Back in December 2018, Poland's Armament Inspectorate, now Armament Agency, signed the contract for the purchase of the Aero 4x4. The vehicles were/are manufactured by a consortium consisting of Kafar Botłomież Sztokiert, Hymnerit Auto Podlasia, and Auto Special Modniczka, its Sobiesław Zasada Warsaw branch. Piotr Lasek, who worked as part of the design team, explains the concept, saying, "When designing the Aero Mobile Forces vehicle, I used not only engineering knowledge but also many years of military experience, which allowed me to create a product that met the expectations and needs of the Polish armed forces." Speaking to the website autoświat.pl, Lasek adds that due to the low series production of such a vehicle, the best solution turned out to be the use of the chassis and drive from a popular and reliable car. Hence the decision to use these components from the Toyota Land Cruiser. The Land Cruiser from the legendary 70 series was chosen, and Lasek explains that one of the advantages of the model, in addition to the legendary durability, is easy access to spare parts all over the world. It's explained that brand new Land Cruisers go to Poland straight from Japan. Once in Poland, the body of the vehicle is immediately dismantled. Together with the accessories, the cabin heating system is dismantled, among others. For the needs of the army, the chassis is modified, including front and rear bridge locks, and the suspension is reinforced. Mechanics then add, among other things, a package of mounting brackets for air transport, not only on the plane but also under the helicopter, and parachute drops. Mud and snow tires, run-flat inserts are then added. Instead of the traditional Toyota body, a rigid tubular structure is installed to which aluminium panels are screwed. According to Polish site Polska Zbrojna, the Ministry of National Defense initially purchased 55 vehicles and 105 special trailers, but then exercised an option right and expanded the contract. And so in total, 80 air mobile vehicles and 120 special trailers were purchased for the Polish army for approximately 50 million Polish złote, a price that includes a logistics package and training for soldiers. That figure is equivalent to about 11.82 million euros in 2026, and so it's definitely more after adjusting for inflation. The equipment purchased since 2019 was systematically supplied to units of the 6th Airborne Brigade, with paratroopers receiving 54 vehicles between 2019 and 2021 and another 26 in 2022. Deliveries of special trailers were similarly divided. The Armament Agency emphasized that deliveries were on time, despite the fact that the vehicle and trailer production cycle coincided with the coronavirus pandemic and the unstable security situation in Central and Eastern Europe. The agency was quoted as saying, "Despite these disruptions, the contract was completed not only reliably, on time, but also in compliance with quality standards. The contractor effectively implemented additional functionalities resulting from the conclusions from the vehicle's operation." What were those additional functionalities, you ask? Well, according to the vehicle's maker, this included a version with a 360-degree turret and gun mounts, as well as a tarpaulin for the cabin and a windshield with wipers and a washer. In the past few years, the Ministry of National Defense of Poland says that these vehicles have proven their usefulness both during exercises and in the tasks performed by soldiers on the Polish-Belarusian border. Soldiers praise the Aero for its compact size, maneuverability, and durability. A press officer from the 6th Airborne Brigade says that it facilitates stealthy movement in forested terrain and has a good, reliable engine, a built-in compressor to lock the drives, and off-road tires with run-flat inserts which allow for covering a certain distance even after a puncture. That same press officer also said, "The vehicles provide greater mobility, especially for units equipped with M98 mortars. The vehicles and mortars are airdropped on pallets, and then the mortar is attached to the Aero. This significantly speeds up and facilitates field operations." And so yes, the vehicle's main feature is that it's airdroppable. The first combat drop of an Aero vehicle actually took place in June 2020 during a major exercise at the Droppable training ground. In the case of the Polish military, airdropping means pushing it out the back of a C-130 Hercules or a C-295M. The vehicle can also be sling-loaded under a transport helicopter. During parachute landing, one vehicle is supported by two 700-meter-square parachutes. Once on the ground, the vehicles can be used to transport wounded personnel, tow trailers, the aforementioned mortars, and other weapon systems. Getting into the technical specifications of the base Aero, it has a length of 3.6 meters and a wheelbase of 2.31 meters. It has a width of 2.1 meters without mirrors and a height of 1.5 meters if its cage is folded. Curb weight is 2,220 kilograms and its load capacity is 1,200 kilograms. It can accommodate 2 personnel up front, one of these being the driver, and 6 more in the back. This little thing is powered by a 4.2-litre R6 inline 1HZ Toyota engine, which has a maximum horsepower of 130. Its fuel tank can hold up to 80 litres and maximum speed is 100 kilometers per hour. The Aero 2 is nearly 1 meter longer, a tiny bit wider, and is about 100 kilograms heavier. Doors seem to be a common feature on this version, but not on the original Aero. There's also the T-Aero, which is marketed as capable of operating as an unmanned ground platform or under operator control. It also features an auxiliary electric motor to enhance stealth. It looks like the maker of the Aero, the Autopodlasia group, has tried to make the most of the platform, modifying it further to offer a lightly armored recon variant, as well as a larger armored version for logistics operations or command and control functions. Autopodlasia adds that the Aero has been adapted to mount the Rafael Spike LR anti-tank guided missile. Now, as far as we know, there have been no military sales beyond the order placed by the Polish forces for its 6th Airborne Brigade. This seems like it would be a somewhat useful platform for Germany's airborne units, but, well, perhaps national pride would get in the way of purchasing a vehicle from its eastern neighbor. As far as we know, the Bundeswehr has decided to replace some Wissel 2 functions with the 4x4 platform Caracal. Over in France, the closest equivalent platform in terms of role and usage is the Fardier, which we witnessed being used by French paratroopers to transport the 120mm mortar. However, it's closer in size to France's other airdroppable 4x4, the VBL. But what do you think of airdroppable vehicles like this Polish platform? Do you think there are any other countries out there that would be interested in purchasing this? Let us know by leaving a comment.